In there for assistance. Scooped out to Lyon. The whistle did go. Pigeon up concerned with the background there. He was staying put. Conlon's long kick might be Fitzroy's first goal. The quiet of the crowd indicates it is.
Shane Moore again.
Playing well.
Very well in the back pocket. Left foot kick out wide. Gale takes the mark for Fitzroy. Too far out to score. Looking in short. Kapler. He might kick one. A long left foot bomb. There's a goal. Great kick by Kapler. All clear, says the umpire. Second goal of Fitzroy.
Booted up by Blakey, that was. Away from Roos by Gafer. Back it comes to Kapler, who has a flying shot at goal from a standing start and bounces it through.
Beats Shaw. Harris off the ground. Christian, you're under pressure, but he does it well. Long hand pass wide to Barwick. A little bit of space. He likes it like that, Doug Barwick. Out wide, half forward flank. Matty Ryan, he gets past Blakey. Hand pass to Hawke. They've got players in support. Dacos, simple shot goal, Collingwood.
Over the head of Gale. Away from Stasemate. Hand pass comes out to Bowie. He caught one a little bit too high. The umpire says play on. Mullane tries to do just that. Inside 50, he's got it out to right. Right from point blank range. Shoots and brings up another one.
Lyon. Now Fitzroy, can they make something out of this? Lyon on centre wing. Tries to get past Shane Moore, and he does so a little too easily. Lyons kick towards half forward. Great mark taken by Christian. He read it beautifully. Manson gets a good tap out. Jamie Turner. Barwick. Oh, ducks his head. He saw it coming, and it came. Now it's centre half forward. There's a bounce. Favours Starkovic. Here's Hawke. Hawke a chance. Recovers well. Kicks with the left foot. This will go close. Bouncing through for a goal to Collingwood.
Fitzroy lead by 3 points as we begin the final quarter of our match of the day. 7:15:57. They kicked 1-8 in the third quarter. Maybe that could prove costly. Lyon drives them forward out towards the half forward flank. Should be picked up out there by Barwick. Gets it out to Mullane. Mullane on the run. Left half forward flank for Collingwood. Underneath it is Taylor. Pert goes to spoil. Chance from Big Brian. Oh, that went straight up in the air. Could have almost marked his own kick. Knocked down towards Paul Hawke. Takes the hand pass from Mullane. And the shot is off target and through for one behind. So that makes the difference now 2 points in favour of Fitzroy. Collingwood in the third quarter kicked 2 goals, 1 against this breeze. Fitzroy 1-8 with it.
Mullane has moved up onto the wing from the forward pocket.
And we await Gary Pert to bring the ball back. The Social Club side looking for Ironmonger. Manson over the top with a good spoil. Christian into the open spaces. Long to fall forward. Pert and Taylor again. Knocked away by the former, but it goes straight to Hawke. He fumbles. Now he's got a second chance. Fires out the hand pass. Steps up the goal by Ryan. Hit the post. So the difference is 1 point now. Collingwood having the same luck, bad luck with their kicking that Fitzroy had in the third quarter. 8-8 to 7:15. Once again, Pert. He's going to try to find this time. Drops a little short, that one. Ironmonger had it knocked away from him. Chance for Brown. Snaps it back into the forward pocket, and a good mark to Terry Board, I would think. Umpire didn't pay it. Mark taken by Tony Shaw. Shaw from right centre wing. Two Fitzroy players are there. Ironmonger got his hands to it. So too did Hawke. Down goes Gale. It's going to be a free kick to Collingwood. And it will be taken for them, it looks like, by Manson. He's the last to get up. That's usually a good indicator. And Manson, as Ian has mentioned on a few occasions, kicks awkwardly, like Kevin Rose used to. He's quite accurate.
He's a goer, though, isn't he?
Yep, he's a goer. Let's see what happened, Ian. Trip, was he?
I think Big John. They came down over the top of him then.
So Manson directly in front of goal. A chance to put Collingwood ahead by 5 points. He's 45 out. It's drifted away slightly and through for one behind, and so scores dead level at Victoria Park.
Well, interesting to see Collingwood peppering away and kicking behind. It's exactly what Fitzroy did in the third quarter. And now we've got it right down to the wire. Scores level. Just over 22 minutes remaining in this match, and Gary Pert elects for the first time in the day to go to the outer side from a kick-in. Covers quite a few metres. Here's a chance now for Gale. He's done a good job in defence for his side. Handball over the top finds Roos. Roos looking for someone in support. Now he gives it out to Hinkley. Hinkley out wide to Conlon. Conlon now, half-forward flank. Short pass is a good one. Richard Osborne marks. And it's one of the rare occasions that he's been able to slip Shane Morwood. Osborne with the ball, 40 metres out, hard up against the boundary line. A very difficult shot kicking at this end goal. Richard Osborne yet to kick a goal. Not a bad looking kick. It's a beauty. What a ripper goal for Fitzroy, and they're 6 points in front.
Well, Richard Osborne is the icing on the cake. You really wouldn't depend on Richard, but when he does get his act together, he can certainly cap off the unpredictable. And, you know, from that position, the wind blowing across his kick, it was magnificent. He's deep on that pocket. He got away from Morwood. Morwood has played a particularly good game. Now, Richard Osborne lining up, kicked 5 goals last week. That is just simply magnificent. He's got an uncanny ability, Richard Osborne.
Great goal by Osborne, his first, and the Lions back in front, 57 to 63 as the ball comes out towards the centre wing position. A chance for Kapler with the left foot long into the forward pocket. It'll be out of bounds, but a chance for Fitzroy to press home this attack. Excellent goal into the wind. He's kicking the ones you don't expect them to kick, like Brad Hardy's last week at Carrara. Starcevic over the top of McGuan. Roves it well, long to get Collingwood out of trouble. Ball scooped out ultimately to Ryan. Plays it off to Christian. Over the top of Pekin. He's played a great game, Perth, but on to Hawke. Now the dangerous right, directly in front of goal, only 20 metres out. The step shot is good! So a quick reply to Collingwood. Wright putting through his third goal and once again scores level at Victoria Park. 9-9-63 to 8-15-63.
Well, that was magnificent play there by Paul Hawke. We see Michael Christensen now, Paul Hawke running in. He deliberately has set himself up there on a number of occasions. He did it previously when Collingwood made an attack at goal, and he really does read the play. He's got a good football brain. Gary Perth predictable in the way that he punches the ball out whenever he's caught behind him. Paul Hawke is really setting himself up well for those punch-outs from Gary Perth. 3 goals to Wright, 3 to Dacos, the major goal kickers for Collingwood, 2 to Kapler, 2 to Lyon for Fitzroy. Scores level in our match of the day.
Just over 20 minutes remaining. Ironmonger. Now kick off the ground by Mullane. Manson, great strength by Manson. Crashes his way through, up towards full forward. Good punch away there in defence. Leading in the race for the ball, Taylor. Pushed in the back by Perth. In the side, says the umpire. No free kick. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Half-forward flank for Collingwood. Scores level. Ironmonger and Manson. Christian is this time to do the ruck work for Collingwood. Big John Ironmonger, hard man to move. Takes possession from the boundary throw-in, can't break clear. Here's Hawke again. Runs around, kicks it up towards full forward. Chance for Mullane. Snapshot for goal by Mullane is unbelievable. A goal! In the centre. Here we go again. Fitzroy now. Need a goal through Lyon. Half forward. Gets the handball away. Chance for Armstrong. Well tackled. Play on, says the umpire. Here's Hinkley from 40 metres out. Offline. Through for a behind. Fitzroy trailed by 5 points.
Fitzroy have only kicked 1 goal since half-time.
69 plays 64.
2 rather.
And Shane Ward kicks the ball well. Out towards half-back. Over 60 metres. Tony Shaw, you're under pressure, but he does it well, the captain. High, in towards the centre. Ball bounces free. Fitzroy, Terry Board under pressure. Robertson, the dasher. Little bit of space. Gathers the ball. Back onto the left foot. Now, well tackled by Board. Should be free kick that he is. Great tackle by young Terry Board and half-back to Fitzroy. And if David Robertson hadn't got past, there were ominous signs for the Lions. Terry Board at half-back.
Board's kick up the centre wing. Gale in front. Backing back is Starcevic, but it's a Gale mark.
Stalemate now at centre-half back and Christian at centre-half forward.
Good Shepherd allows Kepler through, but he's just about pinned. Loose ball at centre field. Important to grab this one. Fitzroy do it through the agency of Karratha. He's got the speed to get clear of Hawke. Look at him go over the top of Kerrison. Inside 50. Great grab to Osmond. Mark number 2 in this final quarter. And if he kicked that last one from the boundary, one would reckon he should be able to put this through.
Well, you couldn't well blame Shane Morwood. Shane Morwood was in front, the right position to be because the ball will drop, but Richard Osmond behind had luck with him and took a mark.
Goal would restore the lead for Fitzroy, but it's not going to be one. And that's just about a mark too to McGuan. Right on the line. A great first half, McGuan. Hasn't been quite so noticeable in the second half so far. McGuan from back pocket. Might be out of bounds on the full. It is, and so it will be a free kick to Fitzroy. McGuan hasn't done too much wrong today. Just a free kick.
Gaffer under Osmond.
Keane centres it. High flyers needed here. There were none there. He's left it Tony Shaw to bring it away, and he does it too easily. David Parkin wouldn't be happy with that. Over the top of Karratha, he finds Kerrison. Down to Barwick. Gets around Stevens. Morwood well up the ground from full back. Actually, he's at left centre wing. The short pass effective. Christian at centre field. On to Hawke, who's done well in the final quarter so far. Cops one for his corner. Booted up by Stalemate. Attempted smother down there by Taylor, not effective. Left to Hawke again. Which way will he go? Troy defending desperately down there. And the umpire has decided wisely, I think, on a bounce about 35 metres out from the Collingwood goal.
Jim Malane was licking his chops. Required a bounce. Tight match this. It hasn't been much in it all day. Ironmonger tries to flip out the back. Now Christian. Chance for Pekin. Hawke there. On to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan around the corner, and the mark's been taken in the back pocket for Fitzroy by Terry Ball. Played well. And his second game in VFL football after being recruited from Old Palladians. His kick out wide towards the half-back area, and it's been punched over the boundary line by Vic James Manson, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. The play's about 65 metres around, or it's a bit further than that from the Collingwood goal, up over the top. Now there's a chance for Roos. Back in defence. Looks a little bit more comfortable there. Out towards the wing. Lyon can't mark. Scrambling after the ball is Brown. And he can't control it. We'll have a boundary throw-in on centre wing. Collingwood lead by 5 points. Ironmonger, the big fellow, and Big James Manson. Kick by Keane up towards half forward. A dash for the ball. Good play by McGuan. Does it well. Excellent football by Mick McGuan up towards half forward. And a great mark taken by Roos.
Splendid mark by the Fitzroy captain. It's around Ryan. Up to the edge of the square. Speaking of great marks, pencil that one in. Doug Barwick, off he goes from the edge of the square. Long to full forward. Might be out of bounds on the full. It is free kick to Fitzroy. The recipient will be Gary Perk in the last line of defence for the Lions. He's kept Brian Taylor goalless so far today.
Bad play then by Paul Roos to centre that ball. I was lucky Collingwood only kicked it out of bounds.
Fitzroy trailing by 5 points, 64 to 69. Very low-scoring match. As Ian said, it's been tight all day. Good mark to Manson. Stood his ground from Ironmonger. Not easy to do. The forward pocket. And the back is right. Just couldn't quite control it. Scooped out by Gale to Board. Past Hawke. Conlon's there for Fitzroy. It beats him as well and over the line and out of bounds. Next to the small scoreboard. A good crowd in attendance today. Certainly upwards of 20,000. 5 points in it. Knocked down by Christian. Couldn't find a Collingwood player. Plenty of fumbling with some good tackling. Blakey finally boots the ball clear. And he finds Mick Conlon, who should have taken that mark in front of Turner, but he couldn't. He dropped it. He'll be pretty disappointed about that. It's a boundary throw-in. Left half forward flank for Collingwood. Christian and Ironmonger. Ironmonger takes it. Gets it out to Lyon. Dacos overruns it. In comes Stasevic, some soccer tactics. Leon Harris bursting his way through. Leon's busiest day, certainly. Down towards half-forward, though. Lyon just couldn't control it. Manson was right on his hammer. And Collingwood players succeed in taking the ball over the line and out of bounds. Once again, a throw-in about 70 metres from the Fitzroy goal.
James Manson works really hard when he's not on the ball.
Certainly does. He's on it now against Keane. And tap that one down to Dacos. Picks it up well. Has to get around his teammate Kerrison. Close to the boundary line. Gale has it, or is it out of bounds on the full? Doesn't matter. It's a Fitzroy kick.
Fair enough. Gale on centre wing, kicks the ball back in towards the centre. Held up in the breeze. There's a chance for Collingwood here if they can gather McGuan. Pushed in the back, and he'll receive the free kick on centre wing. And Fitzroy really didn't need that. They elected to come into the centre of the field, and now Collingwood, with one big long kick from McGuan, will be within scoring distance. It is a good kick by McGuan. Puts the ball inside the 50-metre line. A punch on by Board. Now the play right up against the behind post. Still, Fitzroy desperate. Chance for Blakey. Goes one way, then the other. He's Bowles on in support. Bowles-on's kick just lands inside the boundary line. And David Parker...
Wouldn't that be deliberate?
There he is, young Robert Bowles on. Collingwood lead by 5 points. The pressure's right on some of these younger players. Boundary throw-in, half-forward flank, Ironmonger. Kick away by Roos. Up towards the wing, Tony Shaw. Good smother. Gives Brown a chance. He shrugs the tackle well. Kicks it up into the forward pocket area, but it goes over the line on the full, and the free kick will be taken by Fitzroy in the back pocket. And it looks like Gary Pert to take it, who's done an excellent job for his side on Brian Taylor.
You get the feeling that Collingwood just a little bit more desperate than what Fitzroy are at this stage.
Pert's kick. Now towards the half-back line, Stasevic and Keane. Keane fires out the hand pass. Board. Blakey at the edge of the square. Has to get around Hawke. Does that effectively. Board. Hinkley it is. There's 10 metres right in front of the umpire. And that was very, very silly because Fitzroy had it on the string. He must have got about 15 to 20 metres at least. He was right next to the umpire dog.
It was silly by Hinkley. He hasn't had a good day at all. Ken Hinkley's come up from the reserves last week. Been on and off the interchange bench.
Barwick looks it back to centre wing. Regnar taken by Blakey over Robertson. Blakey now puts Fitzroy back into attack again. He's gone out towards left half forward, and it's a good mark to Harris. Past Tony Shaw. Kick not a well-directed one. Turner fires out a hand pass. In goes Harris again. Lyons on the bottom of that.
He runs hard at the ball, Ross Lyon. When he gets a sniff of it, all he sees is a ball, and he certainly throws himself in. He's really come into the game after half-time.
So a bounce past the halfway mark of the quarter, certainly. It's knocked down to Tony Shaw. Picked up though by Turner. Good speed out of defence to put Collingwood into attack over their half-forward line. Knocked down by Pekin, picked up by Bolson. Bolson from inside the defensive 50. Blakey and Robertson. Robertson was the flyer, couldn't mark it. In fact, he didn't really try to. He's got the speed to get clear if he can get hold of the ball. Great tackle on Laurie, on Pekin rather. Right. Hand pass comes out towards Ryan. Here's a snapshot at goal. Not quite accurate enough. This is on the near side, one behind only. It could be a very valuable one. 6 points in it now, 10-10 to 8-16, 70 to 64. So it's Gary Pert, straight down the ground, looking for Roos. Oh, what a great mark it was too.
Yes, tremendous play by the captain. Off to Gale. Gale over the top. Hinkley out wide on the wing. Pekin on to Keane. Keane now up towards the 50-metre line. Kicks with the right foot to the front of the square. No mark taken. Collingwood forward. Oh, here's a chance. Coppin off the ground, kicks a goal and scores a living. Back in the centre. Fitzroy inspired by that. They go forward again. It's broken down at half-back by Stasevic. Barwick. Shane Morwood. Kicks it high towards half-forward. Over the top of the players' heads. Here's Mullane. Tremendous player is Darren Mullane. Tries a short left foot pass. Gary Pert. Great play out wide, half-back flank. Oh, what a mark! Mullane again. towards centre-half forward, and here's the one. James Manson at centre-half forward. If ever the Pies needed a lift, it should be play like Darren Mullane's. It should give it to them. Manson only 30, 40 metres out directly in front.
10 marks today for Manson.
If he could kick Don, he'd be in your side every week, wouldn't he? Manson kicks for goal, and it's close, it's through. Collingwood by a goal.
Well, James Manson, he might be awkward in his kicking style, but he is certainly effective. And what a terrific passage of play leading up to that goal from Manson. Gary Perta attacked that ball, got in front of Brian Taylor, kicked it off the ground, and then a courageous mark by that man in screen there, Darren Mullane. He in turn got it across to Manson, and Manson from centre-half forward has put Collingwood 6 points in front.
Manson's first goal, and Collingwood lead by 6 points as Hawke whips them into attack again from the centre bounce. Out towards half forward. Stevens at the back. With Christian. Now it comes down to Ryan and Armstrong. It's out of bounds in front of the Collingwood Social Club, and it will be a boundary throw-in. The Collingwood side leading by 6 points. We've played approximately 21 minutes in the final term. Ironmonger and Christian. Christian wins it. Deep into the pocket. Safe mark there to Blakey. Out to Conlon. Loses out to Dacos. The bounce didn't favour him. Beautiful tap out to McGuan. McGuan in turn over to Hawke, who fires a goal here. Will just about sew it up. It's through. Collingwood by 2 goals, and that may be enough to give Collingwood victory. They won a close one at Carrara last week on the Gold Coast, and they're heading for another victory today to make it 2 in succession.
Well, the Hawthorn Collingwood ruck rover, Paul Hawke, has been very, very dangerous, right in that position on that half-forward line. If he hasn't been reading the hit-outs of Gary Perg, he sweeps on the ball as he did then. And well done, Paul Hawke, but this is a terrific pressure game now.
Can Fitzroy come back? 12-10 to 9-16. Maybe that 1-8 in the third quarter will prove costly for them. It's Collingwood by 12 points after that goal from Hawke. It couldn't have come at a better time for the Magpies. It knocked down by Manson. Lyons tries to crash his way through the pack, not successful. Putting the body in well. Now the ball comes out to Fitzroy's Hinkley to get it up to half forward. They need a goal quickly, Fitzroy, if they're to stay in it. Ruse in towards Conlon, who marks. Has he? No, he spilled it. Oh, goodness me. Over to Morwood. Morwood goes for the boundary line. Turner won't try too hard to get that. It's out of bounds. About 65 metres from the Fitzroy goal.
Well, Mick Conlon will be disappointed with himself there. Crucial stage of the game. Dropped to sitter. Boundary throw in. Tap out. Here's a chance for Collingwood to break clear. Dacos gathers the ball well. Kicks it 45 metres up towards the half-forward flank area. Oh, good bounce for Ryan. Chance for Christian. Tap on right. Threads his way through the pack. Round onto the right foot. Kicks it towards centre forward. Manson.
Same spot.
Collingwood supporters go berserk.
Same spot even.
80% of the crowd following the Magpies, I would say. And James Manson, a chance from 30 metres out directly in front. There's the scoreboard in the background. The Magpies lead by 2 goals. Manson shoots. It's close. Hits the post.
Valuable point nonetheless.
Bad luck for the big fellow because he's done an excellent job all day in the ruck and around the ground, as Don Scott said. And Fitzroy, time might be against them. Pert kicks the ball in, comes to the members' side, half-back flank, and a good strong mark taken out here by Brown, slightly forward of centre wing. Goes in towards centre half forward. Over the back, it's punched away. Chance for Dacos. Macedonian marble, he can't break clear. Brown breaks it up. Gives away a free kick in the meantime, and it'll go back to the half-back area, and it'll be taken by Leon Harris. In short, a little bit too high. McGuan was there for Collingwood. Fitzroy striving desperately to break clear. Chance for Robertson from centre half forward. Kick towards full forward. Taylor! What a time to take a mark. The big fellow has had a quiet day.
front to his credit all day, and just things haven't gone that way. Pert might have had the better of him because he's able to jump up and punch the ball away. But Brian Taylor has played in front all day, and at the end of a game in the last quarter, the kicks do drop. And if you're in front, you can take advantage, as Brian Taylor has on that occasion.
Shoots for goal. Goal umpire moves across, but it's through.
Brian Taylor's first goal, and that really does sew it up for Collingwood. They lead by 19 points. So Fitzroy will have to get 4 goals to win it, and they've probably got only about 4 minutes left to play. So
you'll see here the Collingwood players really desperate. That was evident early in that last quarter. Robertson got it up to Taylor, and especially in the last quarter where the pressure is like it is, you've got to play in front.
Brian Taylor kicking Collingwood's 5th goal in this final term. Fitzroy have only added 2. 19 points the difference now. Christian fumbles. Gale. Right offloaded. Mullane comes in. Good bump by Gale. Right on the bottom. Paddles it out beautifully. The umpire's found a free kick to Collingwood. And it will go to Douglas Barwick at left half forward flank.
Collingwood got that ball out pretty easily from the centre. Ironmonger is now off the ground, and Torello is rucking.
Barwick, left half forward. 5 metres out. He's just about kicked it.
Oh, he has.
Oh, touched. What an amazing kick.
That was magnificent.
Goodness me.
He thought he had it. Back to where he kicked it, he had his hand hit in his hands.
20 points the difference. Collingwood finishing much the stronger. Over the top was Roos trying to punch the ball clear. Starcevic goes with a long hand pass intended for Robertson. It wasn't a particularly well-directed one, but Robertson's still in there battling. Eventually gets a hand pass out himself. A big pack of players to send upon it. In goes Keane. He's trying to pick it up. So too is Pekin, who finally hands the ball to the umpire because it's going to be a bounce. Time on in the final quarter. Collingwood should be just about home. Kepler's kick smothered by an opponent. Now towards Board, who's gone for a pass up towards centre wing. Taken by Roos. Roos down to the left half forward flank, looking for Harris. Tony Shaw late on the scene, but there won't be a 50-metre penalty. Harris has to get it moving pretty quickly. I think time may have beaten Fitzroy. Kepler chips in to take it right on 50. Now who have Fitzroy got down there? Some tall timber needed here. Christian goes the punch away. A chance for Carafa. He can get onto the right boot. He does. It's going close. Oh, not close enough. Kerrison right on the line. That breeze really did make the ball stand up. The Carafa runs at him. Makes him go for the hand pass. It comes back to Brown. Gives it back to Morwood. Morwood sort of right centre wing. Straight down the centre for Collingwood. Peakin underneath it. A chance for Mullane. He can kick long. This fellow, that looks a ripper. You can put down your glasses now. And Mullane puts it straight through the centre. The Magpies will be home.
Well, Darren Mullane's 2nd goal, but you might be a little bit critical of Tim Peakin the way he went at that ball then. He tried to mark. He should have really punched the ball from behind. And that big body of Darren Mullane, he's got tremendous strength. We see here Morwood, who attacked from that centre half back position, a long one. Peakin could have gone for the punch there. It's gone through his hands, but when you're playing in front, you can take advantage by being first to the ball, and Mullane was. He turned quicker than what Peakin did and sent through Collingwood's 14th goal.
Great play by Collingwood, starting from Shane Kerrison in the back pocket, finishing with a Darren Mullane goal. Here they go again, Manson, but it's Fitzroy. Quick kick out of that ruck contest has been marked by Barwick. Goes wide, out towards the wing on the outer side. Starcevic, under right. Right will shoot. No, he won't. Tries a little short one in towards Dacos. Bounces just in front of Peter Dacos. He can't control it, and it goes over the boundary line for a throw-in. The play about 25 or 30 metres around from the Collingwood goal. Very close to siren time, and the Magpies, with the game in their keeping now, they lead by 26 points. 14-12 plays 9-16. Chance again. Ryan flips it out. Barwick, kick into the pocket. Fitzroy defence under pressure. There's been a quick kick out of it by, was it Taylor?
Did it come off his knee?
So right, I think.
Well, Taylor looks as though he's very happy anyway.
They both have. I think one of them
32 points. Right, for a crediting Wright with the goal.
We'll see here on replay. Ryan was at Barwick, sends it down. Bowles and ducks his head. I think it might have come off Wright's knee.